iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Well, hello and welcome. It's round 8 of season 8 of XSLR. And don't know why it says replay at the top, but it's all good. In the hood. I'm Tim Cox. Going to be with you every step of the way, and another cracking season and more filled with action, excitement and drama tonight at Watkins Glen. On the cup layout, interestingly, could be interesting this one. We'll get a little bit of trackside action. There's one of our drivers, Adam Thompson, who's there we go, all sorted. That's why I was vlogging it in replay. We have one of our drivers really struggling this season due to penalty points for this driver. Has dropped all the way down to 5th. And they've always been wanting to run for the championship. Tyler Brown leads this one, and he's opened up a 14-point gap over, well, fan favourite, shall we say. He's in the pits, so we'll show you his car. Andrew Kosick, who's about one solitary point ahead of Bobby Ross, who is not with us tonight. So he can extend that lead even further. But with Kevin Irwin only some 12 points behind, he's got a chance to take away that second place from Kosick. But Dennis Credit Thompson, he's only a further 2 points behind Irwin. So that fight for second place is really, really starting to hot up. Also, actually, interestingly, no Tyler Brown this evening. So the driver's able to real chip into his lead. So he could walk away with a brand new championship leader. I think we stand a good chance to do so as well. Welcome along, YouTube, Twitch, or watching from home. Great to have you on board, and those of you, I know many of you watch this after the event. So, what's it all about then? Well, you see, you can run out really wide, like you do in real life, on the cup layout here. And we're not too far away from qualifying getting underway. One of our drivers there was the Carber out of California. This bit one interesting driver to watch out for. Performed heroics last week on the Nürburgring combined, so both Nürburgring Grand Prix and the Nordschleife. Ismail Batug, the Iberian, practically Tokyo drift there through the penultimate corner. Just drifting it around, having great fun out there, and well, that's how you park it sideways. You can't park there, mate. You can't park there. But as you can see, check flag out on the session, so let's get stuck into qualifying. Of course, lone qualifying as always for the drivers, meaning that it's only themselves out on track. Don't have to share the session with anyone at all. Oh, it is late here in the UK. Feeling it a little bit after great fun. Our first ever day playing Euro Truck Simulator in real life. Great fun. Great fun. I can see we have got Joshua Suji back with us. There he is in the 29. Josh's only got 2 laps, 2 flying laps. So the current outlap does not count. And then 2 fast laps after that. So who's going to take it? Who's going to take it? That's interesting, because I'm sure we saw him out. And there we go. Fan favourite, the 50, Mr. Most Mint, Andy Cossack. Does he have the most mints? I don't know. What would be his favourite mint? That is a question. That's a question. I think he's maybe a humbug guy. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I think he's a peppermint guy over a spearmint guy. It's bouncing across the curves there. These cars, talking to some of the drivers, getting saying about it, you know, it gets really twitchy coming through this section here. You can just see it there from Cossack through the carousel. Having a good old twitch. Talking of Twitch, we are streaming on Twitch as well now. If you're watching us over there, give us a like. It's all good. Joshua Susie, though, going to be the first driver across the line to set a time, I do believe. Yes, he is. I said I don't know Tyler Brown. He is actually. He's joined the session very late, but he's here. You asked for it. There he is in the 821. Not high track temperatures this evening, but those cars, apparently after lap 3 or 4, a lot of the drivers saying that they're experiencing a slidey car. Really, really sliding around. Susie just coming around the back of the circuit there. Tyler Brown, fastest in Sector 1 of anyone. Ismail Batug. He's on his outlap and setting some quick times there. That's maybe a bit of something that's incoming. This is going to be the time to beat. Well, the 29 crosses the line. Well, his time isn't deleted, that is, of course. She's off-track infringement. And now top of the timing pile, and that is a 124 for him. For Brown just instantly displaces him. Look at that, going nearly 3 seconds faster. So you've got a strong 2.5 from him. As Cossack just sets a fast time. That's good enough for second place right now. Cracking lap from him. Jake Ham still serving a qualifying ban? I can't remember, but, well, putting a real stamp out there. Fastest of anyone in Sector 1. Personal best in Sector 2 for him. This could be a good lap, although I do believe he is still serving qualifying ban. Batug. Good lap from him for his first banker lap in there, 129.98. Only 200ths of a second separating himself and Cossack. The difference between on the front row and not. Ham, yes, time deleted, up to usual things. However, Kevin Irwin struggling, first time deleted. And Susie comes across the line. No move through improvements there from him. So Jimmy Howard gets a lap in. 124.13 for him. Brown across the line. That's no improvement on his second lap. Thompson also another driver serving a qualifying ban as well. What's Batug up to? Well, it's a personal best in Sector 1. It's coming through the carousel now. Erwin going faster as well. He's going to be across the line before Batug. And there we go. A time on the board. Only good enough for the second row, though, for Erwin. Joining Batug. Or will it be Batug? Or will it be Kosick? That's the big question we need to ask ourselves right now. As Ismail crossed the line. And it's pole. Look at that time. 4/10 faster than Brown. A big difference. There it is. There's the yawn. There's the yawn, folks. Well, that's us done pretty much qualifying. Drivers just completing off their in laps. Not long left in the session at all. Four minutes. We've got to play this out for 4 minutes. This could be fun. So, Watkins Glen, what do we know about Watkins? I hear you cry. Well, we know plenty. You know, this racetrack having held. It's just showboating there. Drifting the car around. There's no tomorrow. Because this track has previously held an F1 race. Just the one, though, I believe, from memory, if memory serves me right. He's also an early member of the SCCA. There you go. He's done. Batug will join another one of our drivers for the rest of the session. Of course, colloquially known as, again, the facility now owned by NASCAR, and it's been hosted the Cup Series race every year since 1986, of course, the exception of that being 2020, where someone ate a bat in China or something like that, apparently. I don't know. Something happened. Of course, spiritual home of racing in USA. Crowds flocking to see top-level racing here since the 1940s. As I was saying, you know, F1 have been here previously. Mentioned about NASCAR. Virtually all major road racing classes in North America have competed here at one stage or another. Can-Am being another one. IMSA? Yeah, IMSA comes here as well. Of course they do. Love a bit of IMSA, don't we? We love it. The other major event each year is the Salins 6 Hour of the Glen, which forms part of the WeatherTech IMSA Sports Car Series. Who could forget? I forgot about the 6 Hours of Glen. Competed in the virtual version of that. Needless to say, great fun. Love this place. A full program of other races, of course, compete at that weekend, and several other festivals also take place across the year. Now we get the beautiful view of the background because no one out on track for the last 1 minute 15 seconds of the session. So there's a parcel of land overlapping part of the second course. No, that's I've jumped part of my story there. Apologies. Getting all ahead of myself. Of course, the driving force behind racing in upper state New York, where this brilliant facility lies, was one Cameron Artisinger. I believe I've said that right. The young law student from Ohio was a frequent visitor to the Finger Lakes region, where his father had a holiday home on the shores of Lake Seneca. And I'm going to cough. We'll come more to that later when it finishes. There you go. Sorry, didn't have to hear that. It wasn't pleasant. Anyway, he dreamed. Oh, how did the sneeze? I did it. Mission accomplished. Anyway, he dreamed of bringing European-style competition to Watkins Glen and was, of course, as mentioned earlier, an early member of the SCCA. He set about making his dreams a reality. He proposed the circuit of Watkins Glen Grand Prix to the local Chamber of Commerce, who gave their enthusiastic backing. And that dream came reality in October of 1948, just post-World War II. But talking of just post-World War II, just post-qualifying, here we go. Here is your grid for this evening. It's Matsuga on pole next to Tyler Brown. Those two went hard at it at 1 week ago here on the channel. Not in that way before you start. Not in that way. At the Nürburgring. Batug just making that mistake. Into turn 1 cost him dearly. Broke up that epic battle. Andy Cossack, Kevin Irwin on row 2. Well, it's Joshua Susie and Jimmy Howard on row 3. Jake Ham and Adam Thompson both serving their bands. Banished to row 4. With Wesley Carver not setting a time in qualifying. He brings up the rear from 9th and on row 5. Let's take a little look at proceedings. Drivers just starting to line up behind the Ford Mustang pace car. Not the usual Porsche 911 that we see, but being an American championship, you like to use American things, like the Imperial system. So here's some metric numbers for you. 27 degrees Celsius track temperature, 24 ambient. And miles an hour, you can understand that. 9 miles an hour, the wind speed. That's going down the back straight as well, I believe. How about the drivers cutting across? And that's why they could be struggling through the carousel and going to cost them dearly, potentially. Because I'm nice, I'll tell you what, I'll find the button to transfer it over into, there we go, Fahrenheit for you, 80. 80 Fahrenheit, track temperature, 76 ambient. Because I'm nice. The F, well, some say stand for freedom. But you all know the C is not necessarily Celsius, it's actually correct. The correct measurement of temperature. Freddy 32V, great to have you as well. Sunday night following Most Mint Racing 50, luck to all. Yes, discussion, and I'm not sure you're with this, Fred, but what is Andy Cossack's favourite mint? Now, I envisage him being, his name being Most Mint, of course, if you weren't with us earlier. I envisage him being a humbug kind of guy. And if they had a choice between spearmint and peppermint, I thought he'd be a peppermint kind of guy. What does that say about him? I don't know. Does anyone care? No. My golly, no. But it makes it interesting. And you have to ask these questions in life. Does he have the most mints? I don't know. Check out his glove box. Although you probably don't call it a glove box, do you? What do you call? Probably, I don't know. A fucking... oh, God, I swore. Oh. Oh, we're marked for a mature audience. I could just swear through the whole of this. We are marked for a mature audience, aren't we? Let's have a quick... That is very, very loud as the cars come past. Of course, the old school V8s in these, famed for massive displacement and fuck all horsepower. Let's have a little look. Are we marked for mature audiences? I don't know. Oh, there we go. Anyway, Ford Mustang pace car pulling in. There's Bardi ready with the green flag. Let's get ready to go racing round 8 of XSLR Season 8 as we are green and we are racing down to turn 1. We come. Who's going to get the whole shot? Who will be first? Well, it's Ismail Batuk right first. Thompson making progress up the inside there. Little fan out, using plenty of that asphalt on the outside there. Wow, Batuk fully committed up there to head up through the S's for the first time this evening. Ham making a good start as well. Cossack just dropping a couple of places there. Jimmy Howard hanging around the other side into the bus stop for the first time this evening. Our leaders have made it through. What about the midfield? Well, there is Cossack, but it's a change for the league as Batuk gets it all wrong there. And Tyler Brown heads out in front, but already, look at that 244 of Thompson already making progress, already at 5. Actually, make that 6 as he's going to storm by up the inside of the Iberian. Fantastic stuff, but he's ran it a bit wide. Batuk's going to have a better entry in the corner here. He could get the drive in that 486. Oh, just lose on the rear. And that might have killed it off and come to save Thompson's bacon. Batuk just coming under a bit of pressure there from Kevin Irwin in the 7. Oh, and he's mounting the curves right now as Batuk. He's right on board with the young man. And he really needs to use 3rd and 4th gear in these cars around this circuit. So in this layout. Oh, you can see the extra speed that he carried in there. And nearly trips up over the back of Thompson. Caught him right royally out there. I do worry with the amount he's rotating that rear. It's not going to come back to bite him later on in the race. Out onto lap 3, it's Brown from Thompson, Batuk, Irwin, Cossack, Ham, Howard, Susie and Carver. Still relatively close to the front end here. Still all going on. Still plenty of chance. Cossack, it's about that woeful start. Dropping down from 3rd to 5th. Still in with the fight here. Still in with a chance. Same way as with Ham. He's up to 6th already. See you at the rear of this train. And Howard not far behind either. Still within a bit of a shout and a chance. As again, Batuk gets it all wrong through the bus stop once more. So much promise. I mean, maybe trying to adjust his line when he saw how much he caught up with Thompson through there the first time. Just trying to overcompensate. Better off running his race because he'll close up that gap to Thompson in the blink of an eye. Looking back from the back of Batuk, who's down 1.4 seconds behind Thompson. At this stage of the race, not looking good for him as he starts to fall back a little bit. Last lap times were pretty much identical between our top 2 of Brown and Thompson. For me, it's Ham. He's a surprising one that he hasn't made much progress as Cossack just using that wide line there through the carousel. Is that going to hurt him though? Cam looks like he's got the better drive and he's going to get the 2 for 1 as they're nearly 3 wide here. Into the penultimate corner. But it's Cossack who gets the move done. Spike looking a bit loose and leery. That's one taken up and this could end in disaster. Erwin forced offline off to the outside and Ham is through. He's got the inside into turn 1, but Erwin's going to have to drag from Cossack. Into turn 1 they go, and it is Ham surely through, finally getting the move done, just getting ahead of Cossack up through the S's. Now it's time for him to get after Cossack. What have you got, Jake Cam? Batuk setting the fastest lap of the race last time around, so he's thinking getting used to the car and track combo, getting into the groove. Jimmy Howard putting in the performance of his life. Still in with a shout at this one, but Batuk is taking so much time out of Thompson that now, look at this, he's right back up onto the back of him again. What's he got though? Saw him get this close previously. Having a look into turn 1 here. And there you go. Slides up the inside. Beautiful move. Lovely done. And he is ahead of Thompson, who just looked helpless through there. But can Batuk get after Brown? Will he bring Thompson along with him for that ride? Tow him along. Here comes Brown into the bus stop. Full commitment. Batuk just gets it all wrong once more. Has to take evasive action. Taking to the grass. While all that hard work in the blink of an eye is all undone. Wesley Carper's had a bit of an incident. Let's take a little look at what's happened to him. Down into turn 1, and that's too fast into there. And well, Suji there just really, really lucky to avoid that one. That's right on board with him. Had he got it in hand, or was it a bit of luck? That was luck. That was luck indeed. 2 back up to the back of Thompson. Has to do it all over again, but he's done it once before. He knows he can make it work. And that's a lot better. The way these tyres evolve, though, it's a different experience almost every single time you come up to that bus stop on Carousel. Excuse me. Struggling a bit this evening with a cough. Maybe it's because I drank a coffee last. Oh dear. It does not get any better than that. Now, despite these cars being well, interesting, shall we say, stereotypically American. They do interestingly spit fire on the gear change, which, I mean, many may argue that doesn't really get any more stereotypical, does it, really, unless you tried. So all of that runoff area. Of course, yeah, do you not pick off enough track infringement for using that? Although the runoff area into turn 1 and the exit to turn 1, you do pick up one for there. And also there in the penultimate corner. Oh, it's Brown Bales going very, very early into the pits. There's Tyler Brown. It's a bold move, this, Cotton. Name that film. Name that film. Down pit road he goes. So Patug now our provisional leader. Kosaka, interestingly, still staying in touch with Ham. These two, they are identical 300ths of a second. The difference in lap time between the pair of them last time around. And did fast laster that as well. Lap faster than Thompson to the tune of about 3 to 4 tenths. Interesting. So, they are reeling Thompson in. If they can do that again, they'll get it within the second mark. But Brown has come back out again. There he is. Jimmy Hodge is coming off track, apparently. There you go, through the bus stop. Nothing major. He'll live to fight another day. Does Mummy's little favourite soldier boy. Oh, he holds it, or does he? Or does he? Yes, he does. That was a big, big moment for Batug, and it's killed off his momentum coming out of 1. As we head up through the yeses, Thompson is closing. And he's bringing along Ham and Cossack for the ride, for the fun, as they close in on him again. Well, Hammett was, in fact, who was 3 tenths faster last time around than Thompson. And Thompson's close it to 6 tenths. Feels like a slower lap this time around from Ham after taking a couple of attempts on each lap across the last couple of laps out of Thompson in the 244. As Thompson now bails, he heads into pit road. The big question is, has he done enough to close the gap down to Tyler Brown? Drivers pitting early here. This is only 1/3 race distance. A 28-second stop for Brown. What's it going to be from Thompson? There he is. That's Cossack just showing his front end, just keeping Ham aware. Do you know what? I might not be right on your bumper, but I'm still here, buddy. I'm still in with a shout. Carbon, he personal best on that one. Thompson out of the pit. Where is Brown? There he is. Oh, this is going to be close, isn't it, folks? This is going to be very, very close indeed. And it's on board with Brown. And that is Thompson ahead of us. And with that in mind, Surely Batug is going to come out and be the race leader. Thompson stopped for 2 seconds less. Well, 1.8 to be precise. That was enough for him to take over the lead here at Watkins Glen. Susie into the pits as well. Brown reeled in Thompson. Okay, some sort of minnow on the end of the hook of his rod. Easy to reel in. Howard into pit road as well. Susie should be getting off the blocks and going straight in. Howard still making his way down pit road there. He comes, lighting up the tires. Off he goes. But a long stop from Susie though. There's Batug still leading this one. But wow, Jake Ham, again 3/10. He's got that car in a brilliant zone right now as the 85. But these two are getting oh so close. Three tenths now the gap. They are catching Carver a race of knots though. Four tenths gap between the pair of them. Right up onto the gearbox of Carver pretty much in the blink of an eye. Still 2 tenths, but the Carver right in front of them as we head down into one. Susie just Brown just having a bit of a look. Thompson trying to force the move on Carver. But will he get it done? Yes, he will, but he's going to bring Brown along for the ride. Follows it on through. Or does he? Is Brown struggling on that outside line? Carver just getting a bit loose there on the curbing, allowing Brown past. A bit faster than maybe he was intending as they were dragging it out, heading up the hills. On board with Carver. These two gallivant and get away off into the distance. Closing in once more, but this is in fact costing them time against Batug, who, well, last time around was nearly a second quicker than these two. You just see the rear end of Brown's car there starting to break loose on him. Side by side as they head down the back straightaway. Into the bus stop they go. But right now Brown unable to make any form of an impression. On to Thompson. In terms of getting that move done, facilitating it. But it's holding the pair of them up because Batug is extending that gap he's got at the front. And over everyone, in fact. 122 last time around. These guys, well, 122-2. These guys managed 122.5 and 122.6 for Tom and Brown, respectively. Now that is a difference of 3 to 4 tenths. 122.86 as they cross the line. So 121.86, apologies, from Thompson. Not the fastest lap of the race, but close to it, within half a second. So he puts the pedal to the metal. And that's showcasing that time he's managed to eke out in front of Tyler Brown in the 8:21. Oh, that's the moment. That's someone gone. That's who's that off. Didn't quite catch in the foreground when it was Joshua Susie. In fact, loses it on the entry, sent spilling off. That used to be a big gravel trap. Now no longer. Now it's just big paved section. Of course, with iRacing's updated physics model, that would have meant that the graphics, so the gravel would have slowed them down. Pace update. Well, again, these two are 3 tenths, so a tenth faster than your race leader, but I think he's done enough to get himself out and back in front, as Carver's having his own issues right now. Let's take a look at what happened to the number 35 down into turn 1. And he nearly saved that. Oh, so close. Oh, so close to saving that by himself, but it wasn't to be. Thompson, interesting, getting away from Brown here, but fast approaching the halfway stage of this race. Oh, wow. Tokyo drift from our race leader, holds on to it. But there is, well, maximum commitment from him. Absolute maximum. You can hear those tyres screeching and squealing for traction and adhesion. Still leading this one. Ham in second place. You see him in the background there. Then it's Cossack, who these are identical lap times. Only 200th second difference last time around between Batuk and Ham. Both 1:22.3s. 0.35 and a 0.37 for Batuk and Ham, respectively. Cossack a little bit slower, 1:22.83 for him. Second down on his best lap so far this race. But I know you're asking about it. Well, you're not, but, you know, metaphorically speaking, what's going on between these two? As Susie is having another bit of an issue. It's the last lap. Oh. Blip, got it into neutral, couldn't find the gear, and then lost the rear. These guys, in fact, are identical place to Batuku's. Absolutely fascinating me with this flash way he's been throwing that car around. What state are those tyres in? Are they any good? Are they okay? I'm not sure personally. I am really, really not sure what sort of state they're going to be in. But he's still saying ultra quick laps. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing all about this one, folks. How long can he keep this pace up for? So many questions, and wow, starting to run out of time to find out. As we're into the second half of this race, so we click over onto lap 20. Into the pits. Jimmy Howe has been there. Oh, that's looking like it's going to be our first retirement. So he came into the pits, and I don't think he's been out again since. Suji, there he is. Heading down pit road in. We can get some fresh tyres on that one, and out of there he goes. Actually, I think that may well be for serving a drive-through, actually. He didn't stop, yes, because he'd already stopped previously. There goes Kevin Irwin on by, making his way through in the 7. But the gap's opened up between Brown and Thompson. It's now up to nearly 2 seconds, 1.9 in fact. Thompson just eking out that gap. He's running faster than Batug. I mean, Batug, is this the crossover point, the drop-off point where his times just don't stop correlating with his pace, and was trying too hard. He's going to be blissfully unaware of what Thompson and Brown are currently setting. Pushing oh so hard. Still pushing on here. It's coming up to a bit of traffic. That's Carber coming up to as Kevin Irwin visits the pits. There he is, heading down pit road. Well, undoubtedly, there you go. New tyres for the Cheesemeister, as some people call him. It's coming up. That is Carver, who's picked up the pace here, doing well. Ham just starting to drop off the back of Batug. The gap was around about around about the 2 second mark, just inside 1.8, 1.9. Now it's a 3.4 between them. Likewise, Cossack just dropping off the bit of the back of Ham. Ham early on had looked like that he's in for a good result here. It's playing strong pace. Still pushing on further and further into this race, these two. And when will they stop? How late are they going to leave this one? Already on 22 out of 36. For contrast... oh, excuse me. For contrast, interestingly, Thompson stopping on lap 10. Brown on lap 8 is in the background there. Was that Irwin getting very, very squirrely? Stepping out the rear through turn 1. I think it was indeed. He's come out 28 seconds behind Brown. Thompson getting away from Brown here, who, after initial great pace early on in this race, after his pit stop, just has not displayed the same. Or is he playing the magical game here where he's just trying to keep the tyres alive? Trying to keep hold of things so that when it comes to later in the race, he has more grip, more traction. Into the bus stop. Oh, you can see the rotation in the car there from Thompson. Not hanging around, motoring along, pushing on here. But is it enough for Thompson to take away victory from Batug? Now, at the moment, I'm trying to do some calculations here. So, bear with me one moment. Hammer's being in, and he's back out again of pit road. He slots in. Well, look at that. Just behind Tyler Brown. Brilliant stint from Ham. Now, he was about 3 seconds behind Batug. 3 to 4. Thompson is 4.5, 5 seconds in front of Batug. Now, so what's it? The average pit lane transition, you're looking at about 60 seconds. And thanks to the beauty of the software that I possess, 60. Will it let me look at this up? Ah, it won't. Ah, damn. Will it? Hold on. What do you think? I think I can get to this. Bear with me one moment. So we try and work out where Batug would come out as he laps Irwin there. In fact, he's lapped everyone up until second place, Andy Kostick at the moment. Actually, not quite true. Up until Irwin, although that graphic displaying at the moment slightly different findings. Batug there just sliding it on through. Carper has a little bit of an excursion behind the most bent. Kept out of the wall though by the looks of things. Good job from him. Jake Ham right on the rear end of Tyler Brown. You'll continue to say it, just hasn't looked right since that pit stop. Losing time. And right now he's losing it ham over fist instead of hand. There you go. Pauling puns, slapped in, locked on. But will he be able to have success where other drivers have yet to have it? I mean, Thompson's only got past Brown due to pit strategy. Nobody is yet. Tyler Brown is yet to be overtaken on track. But Ham's got fresher tyres. Can he make them count to get the pass done and then keep Brown at bay or even get away from him? Ooh. Vertonghen for the lead. That is your leader in. So now we get to find out, has he done enough here to take victory home from round 8 of the championship? That is Carber into the pits. That's his first stop of the day as well. Andy Kosick carries on by, running in deep here. 27 out of 36. Running out of time. Where is Thompson? Well, he's just heading across the line now. Batug's still in his pit box. He will get going very, very shortly. There he is. Oh, wow, I asked the question, had he done enough? Batug's still stationary. Oh, and it's all falling apart. That's too long. And he's thrown away the chance to stand on the top step of the podium. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is Carber, who came into his pit box later than Batug. I mean, is he having damage repaired? I don't know, but it's all gone wrong for the young Iberian, the young Spaniard. I landed it just to rub it into the wounds. Andy Kosick puts a lap on him. Well, nice game on for Jake Ham, because that potentially, well, I mean, Kosick, yes, being a variable in this situation, but 8 laps remaining here from Watkins Glen in round 8 of season 8. All of a sudden, it's just got really interesting. These two are too far behind Thompson to take away victory from him. Batug got going again. There he is. But he was stationary for 1 minute and 21 seconds. Put it in perspective, the next longest stop was Joshua Susie at 33 seconds. That is nearly triple the amount. That's if Thompson had the shortest stop, only went on 26.78. It is nearly quadruple the length of time. But Ham is looking racy. He's in attack mode. And he's coming for Tyler Brown. Half a second the gap. Half a second the gap. There's a beautiful setting there. The sun's starting to set here in upstate New York. Ham hunts down Brown. But, ooh, Thompson just having a bit of a moment. Coming off track as he got away with... Oh, that's a big cloud of the wall. Well, that, all of a sudden, just shift things around, doesn't it? What damage has that done to the car? What has it done? Can't get across to it, but Kosick is into the pits. There he goes down pit road. And now Brown, that gap between himself and Thompson is halved. So we could have a four-way fight into the closing stages. I mean, look, great economy there from Kosick, making it all the way out to lap 30 out of 36. Considering Brown has stopped all the way back on lap 8. And there go, our top 3 on by. The answer is no. Despite the shortest stop of anyone, a 24.85 from Kosick. He's going to come out well in front of Kevin Irwin. Well in front. Let's ride on board. Still not really telling us anything, but Thompson trying to forge his way to victory here, and Brown is just, well, still floundering, but Ham cannot find a way past. Oh. Oh. Oh, a big blink, a big moment there for Brown. And is that what's just unnerving Ham a little bit? That was a big old drop there. And it wasn't just my end. It normally is, but you know. And Ham looking so much more comfortable through the bus stop. Here we go. Is this the moment? He pulls alongside Brown. It's a drag race down to the penultimate corner. Throw it in. Brown's got the inside line though. But he's going to be compromised. Can Ham make it count? He looks left. He looks right. He jinxes around and, well, still remains behind him. Bit of a scrape of the wall on exit there from Ham. That's how hard he's pushing. Going for second here. And that'll mean the two drivers from the back of the grid are looking at finishing in the top 2 steps of the podium. You don't get this anywhere else. I talked about absolutely clattering the wall in that incident. He is seemingly pulling away from these guys, though it was marginally slower than Brown and Ham last time around. That was with them being all over the track, racing as well. So, does Thompson have a bit of a problem here? It's building the jeopardy, but it's 32 out of 36. See this, not the first time that Ham's made an attempt. That was that big blink. And this was it. So he dragged it all the way up the hill. Well, there you go once more. So that's twice now that Brown has had it. Jacob needs to dig deep. He needs to find something within him here. The gap extends out to 9/10 of a second. Oh, his hand launches across the curb, ends up on the grass. You may have to serve a slowdown for that one. But no, he gets away with it. Gets away with it. Lives tonight, another day, does our Jake Ham. And his Ham wasted all of his tyres, wasted that advantage that he had over Brown, and now they're slipping away from him, and slipping away is that chance of finishing in second place here today. All change soon here in the championship. Tonight being the final round of the road section of the championship. This one's seeming like it's almost nullified realistically. 1 week's time, we head to Daytona for the dirt road section of the championship. It's in the VW Beetle Lights for a week. In 2 weeks' time, we head to Charlotte Rallycross Track in North Carolina. It's taking a week-long break. Then it's off to the mighty UK, Knock Hill, for back to the States after that away day to Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Then finally it's on to the oval section. It's on to the penultimate lap here. Knoxville, Limaland, not Limaland, Limaland. Chili Bowl, Lernerville in the Legends 34 coupes. Not coupe, coupes. Coupe is where a chicken lives. Look at all these chickens. Never been able to find that meme ever again. Never been able to find it. And Ham, well, I feel like he's really wasted this opportunity. Couldn't get close enough to Tyler Brown. When it counted, couldn't make the pass. He had two strong opportunities. And Brown fended him off. And now he's 1.7 seconds, 1.8 seconds. Will it be 1.9 seconds as we head through the final corner? It's going to remain at the 1.8. It's white flag in the air. White flag in the air. One lap left to go. Here. From the best circuit in North America, that is Watkins Glen. Thompson just stroking this one home. Going to be absolutely static with that result. Jake Ham as well, going to be happy with his third place finish, undoubtedly, assuming that's where they've all finished. But it's a wasted opportunity for this guy, this Robert who could have been stepping on that top step of the podium. Well, in fact, he's had a bit of an issue on this final lap here. Let's take a little bit of a look in. Oh, it's a little loop around on him. Yes, it does. Avoids the wall. But it's not what he wanted. But well, they've got two corners left remaining. Don't bottle it, Adam. Don't throw it away. It's Adam Thompson bringing home another victory here to XSLR. as he wins Watkins Glen round 8 of the championship. There we go. Tyler Brown going to pick up second place. Jake Hann's going to complete your top 3. There you are. Victory Donuts are Cossack in the end, coming home 4th. It'll be disappointing with that one, dropping a place. Likewise, Kevin Irwin too. Wesley Carver is going to finish up 2 spots. He'll be happy with that one. Swing on these few drivers to... Let's shake hammer first. Oh, no. Just readjusting. There you go. There's the money shot. There it is. And in fact, I think, is that everyone across the line? Yes, it is. Oh, nearly. Really can't quite bring you your results yet. Just waiting on the last driver, which I think has happened now. Yes, it has. Here are your Class 5 results here from round 8 of the championship. Adam Thompson taking home victory. Tyler Brown into second. Jake Ham bringing home the bacon in third, with Andy Cossack, clearly all those mints that he has, having the most mints, weighing him down. He finishes in 4th. Kevin Irwin, oh, I know it's a cheesy pun, but he loves the cheese, and he'll be loving finishing 5th. Ismail Batug, well, that pit stop was what cost him, and in the end he comes home in 6th. Wesley Carver, good result from him, up 2 spots into 7th. Suji 8th. Jimmy Howard rounding out the field. Let's have a bit of a chat to some of our drivers who are undoubtedly standing by as I find the right app. That's what helps, finding the right app. And where are we? There we are. Let's have a chat to some of our drivers as they're just doing donuts in a highly responsible way there. And we'll drag up our no, do we start at the back? I think so. Maybe no, with donuts going on in the background. Let's have a chat to our race winner here today, Adam Thompson. Congratulations.
Hang on, Tim. Hang on. Before you start, Tim, I'm online this week in our Discord, and I think it's basically we have confirmed that you like being in a man.
They're pronounced MANs, but yes, I was in a massive man last night. Well, all day yesterday, in fact.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way, now you can ask me questions about the race. I just wanted everybody to know that you like being in a man.
Yep. And my truck had way more horsepower, way more displacement, a way bigger turbo, and oh no, yours doesn't have a turbo, does it? Of course. And so the same amount of cylinders, I will give you that, and way more displacement. But there we go, and it costs a lot more as well. But that's by the by.
Anyways,
by the by, anyhow, pressing matters. I mean, do you feel lucky by this one?
Did Ismail take tires?
He sat still for a minute longer than anyone else.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if he would have taken tires, because he was running some flyers after that, running 20-second laps. No, I think I had the pace. I was super consistent, high 21.8s. I know Ishmael was running a little faster, but I was saving some fuel there at the beginning. So I was able to take a bit of a shorter pit stop, and then, yeah, just waiting on the pit cycle to cycle out, and then I realized Ishmael was not leaving the pits. So then I just had to worry about Tyler, and Tyler was quick, I don't know. He just started falling off. I don't know if he had a bit of an incident, had some damage. Don't know what happened.
No,
but,
and we're talking of incidents and damage. We saw you clatter the bus stop about 10 laps from the end, I think, roughly. I mean, that must have been a real heart-in-mouth moment.
Yeah, so I'm wearing red pants, and they're now brown. You've driven these cars, so you know. Sometimes when you downshift, it does weird things. And I was downshifting from 4th to 3rd through the bus stop. Needless to say, I did it twice. Another time right after that, and I decided to stop downshifting into 3rd through the bus stop. And I don't know. I didn't get any contact. May have been a netcode thing, but long story short, yeah, it scared the brown stuff out of me.
The bejesus, I believe, is the word you're looking for.
Yes.
But yes, congratulations. Picking up the last road victory of the season, Adam Thompson there. Let's have a move down through the order. Next up, we're going to speak to our second place driver, which is Tyler Brown, who, well, we can't see. There we go. Oh, there he is. There he is. Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to put this one. I mean, great pace before the pit stop, and then it just all seemed to fall apart for you after the pit stop. Really early on lap 8 out of 36.
Well, yeah, I got kind of sidetracked in the pit, and I ended up putting on like 4 gallons too much. And then when I came out, I don't know, it got kind of squirrely. I think I was overdriving it. And then the sun kind of went down, and the track changed a whole lot. And then it got real bad. And then Adam came out, and I was like, man, like I really screwed up. And then I started driving real hard to try and keep up with him, and then I just really got off pace. There towards the end, I kind of got it collected.
Yeah, it started to pick up a bit, and when you saw that he had his mistake, I mean, it must have... Did it give you a sense of the chance of thinking, do you know what, I could win this one again? Or do you think even when the gap reduced down, I think it's about 2.5 seconds, do you feel it's still a bit too late and a bit too far away for you to mount a challenge?
I think it was... we didn't have enough laps left. I was gaining on him just a little bit, like a tenth, 2/10 each lap, and then I kind of lose it when I make a mistake. And then when he made that mistake, I was like, oh, I can do it. And I picked up the pace a little bit, but there just wasn't enough laps left in the race, I think.
Well, fair enough. I think, well, congratulations on the second place. I know it wasn't quite necessarily what you were hoping for, but well done. That's Tyler Brown, who finished second here today. Let's have a bit of a move on through. Let's drop down into third to, well, Mr. Jake Ham joins us now. Jake, I mean, back of the grid to third. I mean, couldn't be happy with that one, but you're sort of feeling a little bit, well, disappointed maybe that you couldn't quite make those new tyres work against Tyler Brown.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just awesome to be able to get out here, not get penalized, and just know that, I know something new. Adam says something about you like it be inside of guys. I don't understand that. But at the end of the day, had a good pit stop, had a good pit crew. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, thanks so much for them. And then
well, they are heroes in hard shell, aren't they?
They are. And then my family was awesome. They brought to you by Twist. Twist is a good sponsor. They do dirty drinks where I'm from, where you can make some drink cocktails type of things.
Nice.
And
nice.
Yep. But awesome race tonight. I love racing here. Put in some extra practice, and it paid off.
Will you be having a celebratory dinner of pizza, bearing in mind the Turtles theme, or will you be saying cowabunga to something else instead?
Hey, well, we'll see if my son's standing next to me, so I have to watch what I say. But somebody will be yelling cowabunga. So
okay, that's That'll be him when you take him to McDonald's for an ice cream after this. Well done, Jake. Congratulations. And hopefully your son heard that one. Jake, how we finished third there for you in the 85? And, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all we've got time for this week here from the Glen. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always. Good night. God bless. See you later. Oh, back in a week's time. Dirt Road kicking off, as you said. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Always good fun on the Dirt Road. Daytona. VW Beetles. Lots more to say. Goodbye.